With only 8 games left in the NBA season, 4 games separate the Atlanta Hawks from the number 6 position. The Hawks find themselves in a prime position, really a prime opportunity to get out of the number 7 position and possibly into the playoffs. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, crazier things have happened, and I feel as though this might be the season to go ahead and let that type of stuff go down. Listen, I am excited, and I'm ready to get to it. But before I get into all of that, what's going on, everybody? My name is Walter Pollard, and this is Atlanta Hawks Digest. Of course, where you get all your news, your information, and things of that such, man. Super excited, mainly because last night, man, a great win. And it almost seems like it was literally 10 years to the day that the Atlanta Hawks actually played against the exact same team, and another Atlanta Hawk had a massive showing. Really quick spurt, but it was really quick showing from this young gentleman. So I'll give you guys an update on that, as well as the Atlanta Hawks at one point in time was looking to pursue a high-name player during the trade deadline. And in all honesty, I wouldn't see it being too crazy. You dig what I'm saying? For the Atlanta Hawks to possibly revisit that and hopefully even try to bring him in. But the only unfortunate issue is that there is a lot of expiring contracts, a lot of guys that are going to be on their way out. So I'm going to stop with the prefacing anything, and I'm just going ahead and just jump right into it. First and foremost, I have got to talk about the playoffs, okay? And that's just being completely honest.
Talk about playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Yes, we can win a game. We can win a game, Coach. We just won a game. We just had a good win versus the Milwaukee Bucks. I think, actually the Atlanta Hawks, they took down the Milwaukee Bucks last night, 145 to 124. And that's who we're looking at, just to be completely honest, sitting at the number 7 spot. And about 4 games out of the 6th position. No longer are we chasing Detroit. No, they can fight with whomever they would like to. The Atlanta Hawks, we are fighting for the number 6 position and possibly an opportunity to get out of the play-in tournament and right into the playoffs. Now, this, of course, I wanted to bring up this gentleman, Kyle Korver. Now, it was 10 years to the day yesterday on Sunday that Kyle Korver was taking on the Bucks at home, and this was an awesome showing. This is back when the Atlanta Hawks were putting 4 guys in the All-Star game. Kyle Korver, Jeff Teague, not Paul Millsap, yeah, doggone him. He plays for the Celtics now. Just out of sight, out of mind. But Al Horford, yeah. This was back when the Atlanta Hawks were, showtime, in my opinion, in Phillips Arena at the time, man. And just, again, 10 years to the day, Kyle Korver came in and he shut things down. Major shouts out to that man for just doing that, man, and just giving everybody hope. Just because I enjoyed seeing that. I just wanted to point out I enjoyed seeing that. Now, really quickly, before we get out of here today, I definitely want to bring up this gentleman because, of course, during the during the trade deadline, of course, it was speculated that the Hawks were trying to go after Brandon Ingram, trying to go after all these different guys that could possibly help the Atlanta Hawks in a push going down the stretch. Now, of course, we know that we got Karis LeVert, Terrence Mann, and George Niang, but that wasn't what the Atlanta Hawks were trying to do. As a matter of fact, that was the second option, was to offload certain players and bring other guys in to hopefully make a push for the playoffs. But the Atlanta Hawks were pursuing Kevin Durant. Yes, the Atlanta Hawks were pursuing Kevin Durant during the trade deadline. But my opinion, would it be crazy if the Atlanta Hawks were to pursue Kevin Durant again during the offseason? You dig what I'm saying? Next year, Kevin Durant will be 37 years old. That'd be my age, of course. Kevin Durant will be 37 years old this summer. He's making about $54 million next season. And this will be the final year of a contract that he signed with the Suns. So again, this could be an opportunity for the Atlanta Hawks to go ahead and get him. The only issue with this is that we have a lot of expiring contracts. We talked about how Karis LeVert said that he wanted to stay with the Atlanta Hawks, but he, of course, has a expiring contract. Clint Capela, he's going to be on his way out because it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to go ahead and leave the Atlanta Hawks and try to see what he can do with other teams. So, of course, these are just certain things that I'm bringing up is that we could have had Kevin Durant. I'm not sure as far as how that would have worked with the team defensively. But offensively, I know for a fact the Atlanta Hawks would have been scoring a lot of points. Now, again, the Suns are expected to consult with Kevin Durant at the end of this season, as far as, on any trade discussions involving him and other teams this offseason. So, again, there is a possibility, and I want to bring this up for you guys because, again, if the Atlanta Hawks were to try to pursue Kevin Durant, it's going to be a very tall hill to do so. Again, 37 this summer, $54 million next year. You dig what I'm saying? So, and also, too, it's on a 1 year because he only has 1 year left on his contract. So if the Atlanta Hawks were intending on picking him up, that's going to be a very difficult thing to do. Now, again, like I said, the Atlanta Hawks, they are looking to get to the number 6 position. But what are the chances that the Atlanta Hawks could actually do that? Do they have the ability to get to the number 6 position? I want to point out that, again, the Detroit Pistons, they have moved up to the number 5 position. Unfortunately for the Bucks, Damian Lillard, he will be out for the remainder of the season due to blood clots. And right now, the Milwaukee Bucks are on a 4-game losing skid. We added to the number, of course, last night. So again, great job by the Atlanta Hawks to beat the team, a wounded animal like the Bucks, beating them when they're down. But what would be the likelihood for the Atlanta Hawks to do so? Again, 4 games out of the number 6 position, 8 games left in the season, 2 of which we play against our conference, a rival in the Orlando Magic. I want to point out the Bucks record as well, not record, but I want to point out the Bucks as far as who they have to play down the stretch. They got Phoenix on the 1st of April. You got Philadelphia, Miami, New Orleans, Minnesota, New Orleans again, and then you have a back-to-back versus Detroit on the 11th and the 13th, one in Detroit and one at home. So again, the Bucks are a wounded animal. I feel as though they have a very tough road ahead of them, and I feel as though it would behoove the Atlanta Hawks to do what they can do and possibly find themselves in the number 6 position. This would be awesome. This would be great if the Atlanta Hawks can do that. If they can find their way to the number 6 position, avoiding the play-in tournament, I feel as though that would be awesome. You dig what I'm saying? Going down the stretch. Down the stretch, the Atlanta Hawks have Portland here at home, Dallas, New York, Utah, Orlando, Brooklyn, Philadelphia, and Orlando again. And again, this is prime opportunity for the Atlanta Hawks. The only deal is they have to take care of business. 4 games again, it separates us from the number 7 and the number 6 position. And let's not act like Orlando is not vastly approaching, like they're not working their hardest to get ahead of us as well. I think for a short time we did fall to the number 8 position over the weekend, but jumped back to the number 7 position after taking care of business versus the Milwaukee Bucks, 145 to 124. And again, I have to talk about it, man. Big shouts out to Zaccharie Risacher, because that guy, I feel as though he is primed to be rookie of the year. You dig what I'm saying?
That's the rookie of the year. I'm standing next to him. I mean, that's all I can say right now.
Yep, Trae Young said it, and I believe it. I feel as though that guy is going to be Rookie of the Year. Dyson Daniels for Defensive Player of the Year. Zaccharie Risacher for Rookie of the Year. Those are what I feel as though the Atlanta Hawks got in front of them. And let's go ahead and push for the number 6 position. I'm with it. Are you with it? Okay? Listen, my name is Walter Pollard. This is Atlanta Hawks Digest. You already know what I'm doing, man. I'm signing out. Peace.